gonna embarrass myself right here. So this is the chassis out of one of these. I was essentially handed this by a family member and tasked with fixing it. Now he's it's actually a 6-tube set. These All American 5 radios. This fairly simple. I mean, you look under the chassis and you see, you get something like that. Can I actually full screen that? Not very clustered. Very quite simple. Not much wiring. Yeah, it's point to point, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, whenever I do, hey, my crystal radio's point to point, so. And this thing's not really all that much more complicated. I mean, there's really just an extra tube and a tone knob and the switch for switching the phonograph. So I was expecting it to, not be very cluttered and stuff underneath, and yeah. Ignore this and that and that. The idea is to get it working first and then clean it up. Because I'm not going to just hand something that contains that over to someone else and expect all to be jolly in the world. I mean, you have those two capacitors touch right there. You're having a very, very delightful day, aren't you? And, yeah, can I somehow make this more... I'm looking at this again and I'm going, oh, it's not that bad. There are so many fucking wires here. Over here, it's alright, honestly. So many wires, and they're under components, and there was components under components. There was a wax capacitor under here, had to fish out, and the schematic really isn't all that complicated. Bring it up on my phone. Here you can judge, put your rightfully deserving complaints against me in the comments. Because that is some pretty nasty work. This isn't that complicated, really. It's just not all too complicated. This power supply thing down here confused me for quite the while, until I realized it's this 120 ohm resistor that's connecting the tube to the other side. But oh my god, for my first hands-on experience with an All-American 5, yeah, this was a terrible choice. Oh my god, there's so many fucking wires. So can I bring up more? Have footage and photos of this. There's the how the volume knob's supposed to be. Notice the very nice bit where there's capacitors tucked right under the knob, which I had to frickin' remove, and that's, yeah, not very fun. What else is... yeah... yeah, in progress video. Just so much crap is just folded in and piled in here. I wonder if part of the thing is that on the schematic, there's two grounds, chassis and B minus, which is, I think, might be slightly atypical. Normally, then we have for some reason we have two capacitors. Okay, that the 0.02 microfarad makes sense. Apparently, we have this extra 15 microfarad just coupling between one side of the line to B minus. No, yeah, B minus for some reason. Like, and then for some reason the PDF there's just this line here. I don't know why there's just a line sitting there in the oh, bit off way too much of more than I bit off way more than I could chew. And it's just this weird shit. Like, okay, capacitor, resistor, capacitor, filtering. That makes sense. 0.2 microfarad inductor. Chassis ground. Why is this here? Why? Oh, and this inductor was literally part of the lead wrapped around the wax capacitor. Why? Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of these radios, they just instead of doing this, they just just use the chassis ground for the main thing. So not only do you have weird crap with Philco touching themselves, I guess, uh, and then add in the thing with me just having to scavenge parts because I'm too poor to properly buy the stuff, and kind of too lazy and stuff. That also means there's this black wire all over the place, all in here. That's the B minus, and yeah, that's just yeah. Not the most delightful of things. Did I do that? I think I did.